I could see that. So one of the major hurdles left to do on Stacy's car is to build a fuel cell. There's always been lots of controversy about, in a drag car, about where to put the fuel cell, in the back, in the front, you know, height-wise in the car, because it really upsets the balance of the car. I got a perfect place for ours. I'm gonna have JJ get us a cardboard template made, cut it out of aluminum, we'll tack it together and we'll see how it goes.
We spent majority of the last night to kind of cut some cardboard pieces out and get a template. This fuel cell, what we're kind of looking for. We have some, it looks like 6x6 1/4" aluminum plate we're going to go ahead and use for the pieces of the fuel cell box. The only problem when you do this stuff is, so the cardboard is really forgiving and the aluminum is less forgiving. So even though we have a box of cardboard, the cardboard can flex, do all sorts of weird stuff. So fortunately when we go together this time, we'll have some weird, goofy stuff, but nothing we can't trim or fix, so. Kyle, can you help me out? Someone help me out? Yeah. We need to go into the saw a certain way. Can you hand me a square over there?
Yeah, square as you are, baby. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your hypothesis.
Well, I mean, it's educated. Switch. Is that gonna work?
Nope. That is a negative Ghost Rider.
We're gonna cut it all the way across. Watch.
You're the boss.
Who are you? What character are you playing right now?
I don't know, it's just who I am. I mean, this is Whitezilla. Reach me at whitezilla.com. You know what I mean? And I don't know, I just, stuff like that, I just do it. You know what I mean? Like Nike, I just do it. You know what I mean?
Don't fuck that up.
Watch the F-bombs and stuff.
I am the man.
Yeah.
I can't be the fucking man now, so
Don't make more dolphin noises for Stacy.
I mean, we can't be like.
Hey, why's that dolphin always going off?
You wimped out.
Okay.
Totally wimped out on me.
You think I'm scared of this? If this is messed up, bro, it's all you use.
Don't mess it up. It's a straight line.
We're gonna go check on the Chevelle in the body shop and see where they got with it.
Saying a lot for me and Manny.
I don't think any of this is OSHA approved. It's better to lose your toes than overheat.
Kyle, I need your help again. It leaves the debris in the aluminum.
Not if you leave a space and then you cut that off, and then what? There's no debris. That's what I would do. But less material waste, the bigger the Christmas bonuses are.
What? Huh? No comment. So Kyle is worried about the waste, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go start cutting things out. What I was trying to explain to Kyle is we can't cut the aluminum with the cutoff wheels because the contaminants from the cutoff wheel, whatever the materials are in the cutoff wheel, actually gets into the aluminum, and you have to sand the crap out of the aluminum mortar to get the contaminants out. And what will happen is when Jessie's going to weld it, it'll weld and it'll look like kind of like sandpaper instead of like a beautiful bead. So that's why we have to cut it with the bandsaw, but the bandsaw you can't cut a 6x6 sheet, so you kind of have to like strategically pick the pathing of your plate so that way you don't, you know, waste the whole 6x6 panel and you're only using half of it. So we're gonna do a little big fill on the top. We're gonna do a big neck on the bottom, so that way it's all gravity fed. I mean, I think we can get one or two, maybe one run out of the fuel tank every run.
I got none going for me. Look.
That wasn't okay.
Bro, I didn't know his name for a long time. I'm like, hey, Chingabling. You know what I mean? Hey, Chingabling. And it's stuck.
His name Butch?
Yeah.
I'll call him Billy.
Bro, Butch, who? Hey, Butch. Man, that's like a 1960s name, bro. He's like 18 years old. I'm like, Billy! And he answered, yes. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy, you're in trouble. Did you see my hoodie pop up? Hey, don't worry. It's my phone.
Our mom called him her special son. It makes sense now.
So I am running all the oil lines, feed and the returns, and all this plumbing. All this black hose you see right here? Right here? And all these here? Yeah, that's me.
Then we'll have to go back after he's done and redo them, but.
So we got all our pieces cut. Now we're gonna have to figure out how to piece the whole fuel cell back together. Unfortunately, if you have the wrong side of the plate with the way I numbered them, and some of them I goofed up on, if they don't go the right side, the whole geometry of our fuel cell is whacked off and it's confusing to put together. So there's a few times we've put together these fuel cells where they're kind of a goofy shape, and we've not labeled them and had such a hard time trying to piece them back together because you got 4 different pieces touching one side that makes it streamlined. I knew I was gonna have to make adjustments because there's so many pieces. I gotta start piecing it together and see what I have to adjust. So we'll get there. Finish that piece done.
Now I'm back.
Normally these goofy fuel cells fit kind of rough because you gotta think, you're a 1/4 inch off on one plate, it'll adjust the plate on the very end of the structure almost a 1/2 inch. It's close, but we have more that way. We mocked this whole thing up with cardboard. Well, cardboard's really forgiving. So the problem when you're doing the cardboard pieces, you can be a little off. The cardboard can bend a little bit to achieve the box because what we're trying to do is getting each edge to touch so we can have a good weld. So the cardboard is a little forgiving, so as soon as you start cutting these pieces out and start putting the box together, you kind of have to modify, kind of have to maybe change the angle of a box or two or a plate. And as soon as you get all the plates figured out and they're happy and their corners are nice and touchy, or they're touching really good for as far as aluminum welding, then we just kind of mock it up and hopefully it fits. It's way too big. It is way too big. This isn't gonna work. We're gonna change stuff.
Yeah, that'll hit the header all day.
Yeah. Well, I think it goes lower than that.
Well, even then it's got to be on the inside of this bar. Maybe it was further back.
Yeah.
So like if this is supposed to go to this here, right? Like somewhere in there like that.
They match the welds and just weld it.
But if you see that it's hanging over, this one's hanging over a 1/4 inch, then that ain't never gonna fit.
I want to put it all back together like we had so I can see which pieces don't fit right, so I can make the top and bottom fit that gravy like the sides do.
Okay.
So.
We can manipulate that.
Looks like the 10 goes right here.
Right. Because our bottom is not going to be. Well, not all, but
we'll weld it till
it's got to hold fuel.
Well, yeah, that's important.
We're good.
Not too bad. It'll fit.
Have you recently lost your luster? Your swagger, just not what it used to be. Tees, decals, beanies, hats, hoodies. Rod and I are here to solve your problem. Our shirts can even be washed in the washing machine. Oh my gosh, I've just gotten authorization to take 10% off of all orders. Our shirts fold with ease so that you can easily store them. Are you following me, camera guy? This is not your average shirt. It's got 4 holes that make it easy to put on. The big hole goes right over your head. The head hole is big enough to fit a mullet and a mustache. Even ask Rob. Yes! $25 including tax and 10% off. We can't do this all day. Our shirts can be worn on dates, to the mall, to the racetrack. You can even wear them to work. So in addition to building the fuel cell, I'm also going to have JJ wrap up the exhaust on the RX-7.
The customer told us kind of what he was after, and we're gonna put our own little flair and spin on it, and hopefully he likes it.
I just finished up the exhaust on the RX-7. You wanna come check it out?
Yeah, I'll be right there. All right.
It is pretty tight, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is a small car, so this was definitely a challenge. Your welds all look really good. Definitely really tight right in here. I mean, you got.
Yeah, there's some areas where we're within a 1/4 inch.
Yeah,
So,
less than it looks like.
Yeah.
You don't think we need to worry about vibration right here?
No, because I kind of was trying to wiggle it back and forth as I'm like right now. Like that's me putting everything into it and it's not
really
hitting
move.
it. So as long as the motor doesn't move around a bunch, the
Yeah.
motor mounts don't let it move, we'll be good.
Luckily, it's a turbo car, so that helps.
Yeah, the exhaust system's gonna help it out too.
That looks really good. Looks really good. It fits in there really good. It's fitting for the car.
It is.
It's a RX-7 look.
Oh, JDM.
Yeah, super JDM.
What do you think, Stacy?
Looks really good. This is unique. We've never done this before. I like
Mm-hmm.
it. Because size was or space was an issue here. Because this was supposed to initially be a single turbo car.
Yeah, single turbo where it was gonna be underneath the hood, a little bit more calm, but you know that's changed. Yeah,
That's no
changed.
fun.
Yeah, that's no fun. You know, we're real close to being able to make some, you know, bang bang, pop pop noises.
Yeah.
Holley's all hooked up right now, so as soon as we get a few more things banged out, I think we're gonna be making some loud turbo noises soon.
What color are we gonna do Cerakote?
We're gonna hide that because we don't know yet, so we have a couple different options, but I think we're probably gonna do like a gray.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Neutral.
Yeah.
Looks really good though. I like the radiator behind the boost pipes. That's different.
I know, I wish he would have let us put it in the trunk so we could put everything underneath, but that's just something he sacrificed and he wanted to keep his trunk. So.
Yeah, well, and that's a whole different deal having.
Right, you're getting more
your
race
trunk.
car stuff. For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. I think he wants to really keep this more street car. So no, it looks really good. You did a great job.
Right now we're at one of the last steps in the paint process, which is cutting and buffing. So with the clear coat that we use, we get a lot of orange peel because it's a high solids clear, but that allows us to build on thicker. So after we're done painting, we have to go through with very high grit sandpaper and knock that texture off to get a really flat finish. And then we've already done all our sanding, so we're on to the buffing part, which is taking those 4,000 grit scratches to like 10,000 grit, which looks shiny, and then all the way up into a stage 3 polish eventually once the car's assembled.
Always use a clean rag, and you want to always go slow and take your time and keep everything clean so you don't have any debris going underneath the paper or the polishing pad, because that can mess up a lot.
Tips for this is you never want to work your compound. You never want to overwork your compound. If you're working with a dry compound, it's really dangerous. The paint might get too hot. I've experienced it myself where you burn through the paint, like it literally melts off the paint. And that's just a really mood killing thing to happen, especially at this step, because it's like the last step in the process. So
Dude, that's usually the last thing.
okay.
Then you know where to drill your hole. What's cool about hole saws is when you go fast, you can see through, because they have these holes, so you can see if you're on your dot or not just by even when it's moving.
You're gonna have to clamp that thing down.
See? Put the old battery on the old drill, got the job done. Hopefully it still goes in there. That was about like wrestling a wet noodle. So here we have it, Stacy's fuel cell, all welded, tapped, drilled, everything good to go. We have our fill, our vent, our return, and our feed to our fuel pump done. It's all mounted, it's nice and sturdy, ain't going nowhere. So we did make it out of 1/4" aluminum, welded inside and out. It should be really sturdy, easy to service, easy to fill. Everything should be good. So what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really like it.
It's
I really
pretty-
like this Holley cap.
It's pretty cool, huh?
It is really cool.
It should be, a cross should be able to hit that hole.
I would hope.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure it'll still spill out.
hopefully not. But no,
It's really nice.
Yeah,
It's really
it's
nice. Your welds are really nice.
it's extra beefy. It should do everything
Yeah.
we need to do, and
You
hopefully.
welded it on the inside too, and
Yep.
awesome.
Yep. It should,
Yeah.
it should work good.